Jordan, Dennis Prager's dream of touching thousands of children at the same time is now coming true. Did you know that PragerU Kids is like fully like a project that's out?
I've seen PragerU Kids in the abstract, and I've learned a lot. Like,
You've learned
look
from it.
out, maybe your teacher's gay or whatever. But I haven't really kept up with the canon.
To learn about American history, I've pulled up a playlist of PragerU Kids content
Great.
that we're gonna go over together.
I suppose intellectually, I am the equivalent of a child of Dennis Prager's. He's teaching me to cheat on his wife or whatever. Is it us that we read that like deranged article that he had? I think we might have done it the last time we looked at PragerU stuff. I have this vague memory because he has a Medium article or some post from a couple of years ago where he's just like, you should make sure to cheat on your wife and you should set her on fire if she doesn't kiss you at home.
When a Woman Isn't in the Mood, Part 1.
It's crazy how much Dennis Prager, considering the way he looks, puts his face on stuff. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, if you were a turd, like if you were just a human turd, you wouldn't do, like, face cam.
No, yeah.
He's in the logo.
He's in the logo, and then the logo is also, like, the FedEx logo, but it says DP.
Part 1. You go ahead and just watch Brooks Falls Katmai National Park. Oh, another. There's 2. And 2 birds to meet them. Oh no! Oh no! Look out! Oh, the opposite of dying, it was eating.
Believe it or not, there is actually a cartoon child Dennis.
Insane.
Yeah.
He was never a kid. Come on. Is it also gray-haired? And...
Yeah, actually. That's the only way you would know it was him.
Oh my God! No!
Whoa! Dennis.
Cool cat loves to see. I think amongst our audiences, I'm probably accurate in saying we have a decent contingent of furries. And I imagine all of them were in this moment say, wow, broke. Dennis broke.
Yeah.
Those are some cheap bullshit costumes.
Fursuits.
No articulation on the mouths, no thumbs or whatever.
So little cartoon Dennis goes to Mount Rushmore with his stupid dog.
Smidge! Otto and Dennis greeted. You want inspiration? A fudge sundae is my muse.
It's animated
Whoa.
just by stretching the open mouth.
That's crazy. That's like Newgrounds kerning. Like they literally just... It looks like it's done by hand, like physically held. Why would they do it that way? Why not do nothing?
Yeah, why not do this?
Like it's a cat. If their mouth was closed, I can... Like Garfield isn't like this.
He's like squishing and stretching his mouth around, full of lasagna.
Wait, how long has PragerU Kids been doing its deed with 51K subscribers?
They've been doing it for like 2 years.
It's the same channel, right? They didn't just...
Yeah.
Oh, that's so depressing.
How to take ownership of your life is their first video.
To kids?
Yeah.
Kids don't have to do that. That's what being a kid is. You don't have ownership of your life. That's actually free and good.
They're trying to teach personal responsibility.
You want the culprit to take responsibility for what they did. I guess you could say you want them to own their actions. No one likes people that blame everyone else for their problems. So don't be that people.
You know how kids have, as you get older, your capacity for hearing high frequencies kind of reduces?
Right.
This is, sour food is not as, like, fun. It's not, like, hitting the taste buds in a way that's as palatable. It's kind of like that for dog whistling.
Yeah,
where
true.
You have to be a little bit less dog whistly. You have to be like, no one likes it when someone else, it's their fault. Remember that. We'll talk in like 5 years, but just remember.
Remember, it sucks when someone takes your job.
Remember, when something's bad, there's a villain. Okay?
There's
it's
a
not
villain,
circumstance.
and they are a certain way.
We'll talk to you soon, huh?
We can also learn how to take care of an American flag.
Like if you at a funeral? Like at a military funeral?
You have to fold it this way.
You'll need the help of a friend to do it properly. First, make sure your friend is not a communist. Fold the flag down the middle once, and again. Now that the flag is in a narrow strip, begin folding it triangularly. There should be a total of 13 folds.
Why is this flag like dirty?
What the fuck? They didn't take care of the American flag.
They
I
didn't
feel
take care of it, and now it looks like it's got fucking dookie on it.
like. Is there an anti-dookie stage in this tutorial? Cleaning the flag feels like it should be a part of it.
Yeah, maybe put the flag in the goddamn washing machine.
Hey, what happens if you don't fold it like that? Does all the stars fall off? By the way, I hate this faux irony fucking... Jeremy's raises did the same shit where it's like, look how irreverent we are. We're just like you guys. Remember Old Spice from 100,000 years ago?
Remember College Humor in 2013? We're just like that.
Remember College Humor before everyone left and became funny?
The rule is to keep the stars to the left, even when placing vertically.
What do you mean?
Well, here's a diagram so you understand.
Wait, how many stars are there, by the way? Oh, it is 50. Good.
Yeah, 50
Good.
stars, 6 white stripes, 7 red stripes.
This doesn't come up in like a real class, right? Nobody teaches this.
Nobody teaches this, but it's like one of those things that right-wingers think should be mandatory, right? Like,
Did it
you
ever-
should have to learn how to pray in class, too.
Why do they... Right wingers are such weebs for America.
Yeah.
Like, they care about the shit that, like if you are really, really invested in, like, collectivist honor or something, because you love Japan, and then you go to Japan, and real people will be like, what are you talking about? Something weird. What are you you're being strange. You're being creepy and weird. We are human beings.
Yeah.
It feels the same in this case, where it's like, they are so into traditions that the founding fathers would be like, you're being so cringe.
Like, relax.
We wrote it down.
Yeah.
Like, chill.
The guys that came up with this would be telling you, like, all right, you're doing it too much. This is like, you don't need to like tell people about it.
You know something I just found out?
What?
Gravedigger, different drivers.
Yeah, not like a guy in a car.
Who gives a shit?
PragerU Kids in your school. Oh, that's awesome.
Look out! Leo and Layla is the one that I'd seen.
Yeah, so Lilo and Layla.
Let's just check the bears roll. Oh.
There he is.
Oh, he's really thinking about stuff.
So yeah, Lilo and Layla is interesting because they meet like historical figures, right?
Okay.
Lewis and Clark, Joseph from the Bible, Thomas Edison, Moses.
Ah, historical figure, Moses. Do they have MLK?
Yes, they
must
do have MLK.
They do have MLK. Oh God! Speaking of boring, is it really just them stood on a bridge? Or
Yeah,
whatever?
they just have one background per like
Ugh.
scene.
In 1896, the Supreme Court ruled that segregation was indeed permitted.
Ugh, this isn't gonna be good.
Blacks in the back and whites in the front.
Ugh. This isn't gonna be good.
Oh, brother.
But if people are kept separate, isn't it harder to learn that racism is bad? So the bad behavior just continues?
That's very insightful of you, Miss Layla, and I couldn't agree more with
I didn't
you.
think about that. That was why it was.
That's why
propagated.
segregation is bad, is because it was hard to learn why racism was bad because
Right.
people were separate.
And they were like, they established redlining, and they were like, I want to hang out with more black people, but these fucking houses are so far away. I would be not racist if I met them.
During our organized protest, I even spent time in jail after being unfairly arrested, and my home was bombed.
What?
Yes, thank
By someone,
By-
somehow, from all the hate, it just blew up my house.
Yeah.
Could have been anyone, could have been them. Because this is always the subtext, right? It's like, let's just agree. People were angry, emotions were high, and as some people blew it up. It could have been some people on my side being a little emotional. Could have been Antifa.
Yeah, could have been Antifa.
Who's to say? This is a description of this bad boy.
Elementary students, they will learn about the importance of standing up for what is right. When Leo and Layla traveled to meet Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., the prominent civil rights leader and activist whose dream was to live in a world where people, quote, would not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character.
Respect, dude. And that is all he said, by the way.
And that's all he said. And he said, be really nice to white people.
That is the most palatable bit. They love that part.
No, that's their favorite part.
That one's, it's nice. It's a nice little soundbite. It doesn't talk about anyone. Everyone judges the color of their skin. No, it could be any color of their skin. We shouldn't judge white
We
people. It's
can't.
the most egalitarian, like, out of jail free.
Well, you should just never even look or think about it.
Yeah. Like if like you quoted Andrew Tate and you were like, you should work out
Oh,
You're
he's
like,
right about everything.
to do karate on women.
Oh.
Whoa. Fucking Tim and Eric zoom. It just blew up his house, by the way. That's a very funny thing to skim past.
PragerU's going to teach us how to handle getting pulled over.
Look, I have I'm finally getting an American driver's license pretty soon.
Yeah, you have to
My
handle
one
it.
concern was, where's a source where I, a brown man, I know you're colorblind, you love all,
Yeah, I didn't know that actually.
but as a brown man, where I can keep myself safe by, I don't know, like kissing the officer when he points his gun at your head or whatever this is
Yeah.
gonna be, saying thank you.
It's easy to make mistakes like speeding, following your car too closely, or driving off a ramp like an action hero.
Sometimes you might get pulled over for something you didn't do wrong, like having your taillight burn out or happening to have a vehicle that matches the description of a stolen car.
Did you steal this car, son?
No.
You wouldn't lie to me now, would you?
No.
You just have to accept that sometime in your driving life, you're gonna get pulled over, and you need to be ready.
There's no need to.
Every actor on these like weird skits that they do gives me the ick. There's just always something about them. The vibes are off.
I mean, it's even worse because they are talking ostensibly to children.
Yeah.
Like, imagine being that kind of animated. It's like, you ever seen the Johnny Depp Willy Wonka movie?
Yes.
Where it's, I get what you're going for, but my limbic system is flaring up when you go near a child and go like, yes, old boy.
Don't worry. A lot of people think that if they get pulled over, they're going to be needlessly handcuffed or bullied by a police officer.
Whose car is this? It's my grandma's car.
A lot of people think that, and that never happens.
To anyone. Also, what are they trying to evoke with the... 'Cause again, the conservatives, relax, aren't funny. They
No.
aren't funny. It's okay.
No.
You can be... Look, this isn't even a discussion about ideology. You can't be... You at least need like a fucking iota of counterculturalness in order to make jokes.
Yeah.
It's like if the conservatives, wanting to conserve traditional norms, would make the joke, knock knock, who's there? Me, nice to see you. Like, you need to be cutting into something.
Yeah.
The only thing they can cut into is like, Biden's old, whatever. They're trying to make a comedy character out of the cop,
Right.
but what is the thing that they're parodying? They've made him Southern, so I don't know if that's supposed to be something.
Well, it's like if a cop was a Southern guy who was really mean.
To everyone for any reason.
But that doesn't happen.
Just drive well. Keep your lights on or whatever.
Be nice to this guy.
Yeah. It's always possible that you'll meet Rick.
Yeah. And you better respect him.
Wait. Sorry, I can't stop thinking about this. But they're doing Southern Cop because
Right.
Southern Cop codes in media. The cinema language of cops is Southern Cop. I'm the dumb hick. I'm pulling you over. And I've seen movies where they're sinister and they don't really get why. To make him Southern, that trope is racism born.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
No, it's because he has a funny voice, Jordan.
Right. So people make fun of him, so he arrests them. This is not a clever observation, but all parties are white.
Oh, yeah.
I hope they put a black police officer. That would be so funny. They would do that.
Whose car is it? My grandma's! I think he stole this car, everybody.
This is not going to happen.
The officer is just trying to do his job without getting killed. Since you have no
And you can kill him. You pose an immediate threat to the officer, and he's trying to avoid you.
Remember, you're driving, and he has a gun.
He's just trying not to get killed.
He has a special phone that calls other guys with guns, and he tells them what your car number is,
Yeah.
and they can find you.
And they have helicopters and tanks.
So be nice.
So
Because for them, be nice for them.
he's just trying not to get killed, Jordan.
It's kids content, dude. How funny is that?
You're-
He's trying not to get shot in the trachea.
Well, I imagine they're trying to target this to like early high school. If this is like what to do when you get pulled over,
Oh, right.
when you need to kiss the cop. No 16-year-old is actually gonna like watch this, right? That's
What's-
the biggest like misfire.
It feels obnoxious. It feels patronizing. I mean,
It's super patronizing.
just because of the set, like the colors, the palette, the music, the tone.
it's like 5-minute crafts.
Yeah.
That being said, there are a few things you can do to make the whole process smoother for you and the officer.
So today, we give you 3 tips on how to handle getting pulled over.
Here's, oh, by the way, 3 white people. We got one of them as well. Don't worry, we found one.
So happy.
He's having a good time.
I think the 3 tips are gonna be respectful, be polite, and do whatever they say no matter what.
Yes. Be cordial, tactful. It's gonna be the same instruction 3 times over with like
I have a feeling,
more and more palatable language. Because what it should be is like, you're right to be scared, so like just
chill.
Don't fuck around, yeah?
Yeah.
It's the same tutorial they give to, or the same instructions they give to bank tellers, but like, just give them the money.
Right.
We are insured. Just give them the money because they'll shoot and kill you. Just be nice because they'll throw you into a trebuchet and fire you into Antifa. They don't care, right? None of these are people that reflect these like.
I really know. I think these guys, just by the look of them, I think they are the conservative film students.
Oh God!
You can't look at this guy's goatee and like think anything other than like the fucking. He's like the TPU USA representative at whatever college he graduated from.
Oh yeah, dude.
Number 1, prioritize safety.
You need to prioritize safety
of the officer.
Literally, yeah.
Prioritize safety. I mean, that's just Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Drink water.
Oh.
Live.
Breathe.
Prioritize safety, not martial arts.
Yeah, what else can you... I think most people, when they get pulled over, their first priority is probably their safety.
Yeah. I want to be respectful. I don't want Dennis to be pissed at me.
Also, it's best not to pull over into a ditch or off a bridge.
These are driving rules.
It's best not to drive off a bridge. Yeah.
Prioritize safety. Don't get out of the car while it moves. Don't take all the wheels off.
Why are these none of this stuff has anything to do with the cop?
Yes, it's all before it happens. Right now, you aren't pulled over.
No.
This is prior to the story.
Now that you're safely pulled over, pull yourself together and make sure that you're prepared. Remember, officers deal with life-threatening situations on a daily basis. There's a few things that you can do to indicate that you are not one of those situations.
Let's go ahead, name the situation. These life-threatening situations that a motor cop will deal with on a daily... Driving a car.
Yeah, driving a car, because that is like the second or third leading cause of death for cops.
Being so drunk that you crash a car. Dying of COVID while driving a car. Accidentally getting a $1 bill covered in fentanyl into your car.
Eating too much food in your car and having a heart attack.
Over the course of 30 years. Having high cholesterol in your car.
Turn off the ignition. This way...
This is driving! The pants have got... You gotta wear the pants. Just getting more and more nonsensical. Don't make him wear the shoes. Those are your shoes.
If it's dark outside, turn on the lights in your car to make sure that the officer knows that you have nothing to hide.
Is there a gun in there? It's dark. Dude, they have flashlights.
This really does imply that cops are like so scared of everything.
It's like a kid.
Yeah, like a baby.
You know, like when you get a pet and you watch a video and it's like, okay, if you get a new cat, start in a smaller room. Get them acclimatized to the bathroom and then the living room.
And slowly.
It is truly like that fucking pose that Chris Pratt does in those Jurassic World movies. He's trying to like quiet the velociraptor. Are they gonna bring up like, if you have a gun, show the... Your fucking Steven Crowder strap.
You don't have a gun.
Okay.
You don't get a gun in this situation.
Because you're a villain.
Because if you have a gun in the car, then the cop gets to kill you. Doesn't matter if you tell him. If you tell him, it just means it happens faster.
That's the rules. License and registration and proof that you don't have a gun.
And slowly roll down the driver's side window.
Yeah, don't do it too fast.
They really are, and they should, by the way, they're right to do this. They're characterizing police as like low intelligence dogs. As like an overly pedigreed incest dog with like eyes that point other directions, and they're just like, now don't use the flash on your phone. It will really distress the officer.
Don't stress the dog out. He'll call all the other dogs and plant some evidence on you and
stop resisting.
Or stretch your legs.
What?
It will make the officer uncomfortable on many levels.
They're gonna think you're running.
make sure to maintain a posture where you are more shootable than he is. Where you cannot dodge or avoid any kind of, say, laser sight.
Yeah.
A Chris Kyle style kinetic situation.
A lot of movement makes an officer nervous.
He's like a dog. He's like a dog.
No sudden movements.
No sudden movements. Don't be too loud.
This is great parody.
Yeah.
Like, this is genuinely would make for a great, like, don't
Yeah, it would.
don't scare your officer by changing its diet too quickly. Is your officer celiac? Make sure not to feed them something without real meat. Their protein intake is important. Do they have their shots? Spay and neuter your police officer.
Police officer.
I actually do, though.
This guy's kind of built like a thumb version of Chris Pratt.
So like Chris Pratt if he just stayed on Parks and Rec.
Yeah,
he never
always.
did Guardians. He just like Chris Pratt if he played Wario.
A lot of movement makes an officer nervous because he doesn't know what you might be reaching for. Maybe it's just a banana, or maybe it's a gun, or maybe it's a gun shaped like a banana. So it's good practice.
Very fucking whimsical. Cool, man. Yeah.
Maybe it's a gun shaped like a book. Or a gun shaped like a child.
Maybe it's a gun shaped like your license and registration that he asked for and could see you.
It's so insane how you have to like bend so much of the truth to make this make any sense. Gun shaped banana. That's not a thing.
I thought it was a gun shaped banana.
Your Honor.
I mean, what's a dog whistle where it's like I don't know how to describe it. There's like it's kind of a yes and where the job is on the consumer to be like, look, you aren't all the way there. Like, that doesn't really make sense. But I also don't like those guys. A gun shaped like a banana. How irreverent. But no, but like, you know.
But like,
like they have. Because, and we're being whimsical, you'll be killed.
Yeah.
That's the thing he's saying. Don't, because he's not like going to the end result. The stakes he presented were the guy getting arrested.
Yeah.
Like, he'll put you on the hood of your car. No, he won't.
No, he won't.
If you quickly reach for something from the inside of your car,
And it
he's
looks
not
like
going,
a banana or a gun.
He's not going to then go, hey, step out of the car and allow me to arrest you, and then lean over your hood.
No.
What the fuck kind of reaction is that?
He's going to categorically mag dump into the entire car. And he's going to fall out vats and then still miss.
Head.
Yeah, you can't just go for the head, man. That's the lowest percentage.
Make all your movements slow and deliberate. This way, the officer will be at ease and know that you are not one of those sketchy situations.
They're describing a horse.
Yeah.
Literally, you took all these same points and described him as a horse. Slow and deliberate. Sugar cubes will be ideal.
Yeah.
You know what's important to note? None of these are in the law.
No, none of this is legal for them to do to you.
This is not in, like, the procedural code for them.
Yeah.
Look for fast movements. Make sure that they're not sitting weird.
Yeah, they're not trained this way. They're not trained to be like, okay, so if they move fast, get them.
They put on their hazards.
Yeah.
That's one of the steps.
Number 2, control your attitude. When you get pulled over,
Who are we going to give the attitude portion to?
Be really nice.
Oh. They call him Jamal. His name is Michael.
it can be frustrating. Maybe you were on your way to a party, and being late is going to make all your friends judge you.
Sorry I'm late. You can start the party now.
Bro, that's so lame. You can go hang out with those guys.
Whatever the reason, it's easy to get upset.
There's just no comedy, is there?
That's just filler.
It's the start of a joke. It's
Yeah,
the
there's
start
no
of a
punchline.
bad joke.
Yeah.
And then they just go like, oh no, this is bad.
First of all, let the officer speak first. Once the officer has reached your window, he will ask for your license, registration, and proof of insurance. Carefully gather them and hand them to the officer. Gently, not with the chip on your shoulder. Stay calm and try your best to contain your
Don't do
emotion.
that, or they'll be allowed to kill you.
Yeah, like you have to understand what you're talking about at the end.
They're saying cops are unreasonable.
Yeah.
Like what else could this be?
Nowhere else you ever go in the world do you have to like talk to someone with that same like okay, so if you piss them off, you might die. Like you know, you go to the bank, make sure
change that, you do it different.
Yeah, you be different because they should get to kill you.
But also, thank you for your service, sir.
You should be nice about it.
God, they're such simps.
I know, they really are. And it's like Imagine if you like went to the bank and then, you know, if they were like, well, if you hand in your money too rudely, then we're not gonna take it.
It's mine now.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna pocket this.
I get to set fire to all this money. And you're like, why? How come? Is that the law? No.
No.
But I'm allowed. I want to really bad.
Is this like what you're trained to do, or?
I don't know. You're making me really upset.
And then
Get out.
Then they pull out their gun. And...
Let me play with the car.
And please, spare us the cringe and don't get defensive.
Do you realize you were going 75 in a 55?
Oh no, I'm sure that sign said 75.
You mean that one a mile back that clearly says 55?
Well, I'm dyslexic and there was bird poop on the sign.
There's the only thing that would actually be useful in this, which they're kind of like subtly suggesting, is that like, you can lie. You can lie to a cop.
You're allowed a little.
Don't be this whole video. The one rule could be the vibes can't be off.
The truth is, a lot of times officers will let you off with a warning. But if you're being a weasel, your odds of just getting a warning go down. Way down.
And I've heard some dumb things, son. Dumb things.
Just keep a cool head and remember the officer is there to protect the community, including you. If you're puzzled by why you were pulled over, it's okay to ask the officer. Just do it respectfully. And if you want to explain your side of it, sometimes that's okay too.
Well, is it or isn't it? Well, what do you mean then?
Yeah.
Don't be, what was it? Don't be cringe when you do it, was their phrasing?
Yeah, don't be cringe.
God, that's so fucking relatable to me, a young man. I heard that and I'm like, actually, this guy's cool as hell.
Yeah, you know, on PragerU, they're not afraid to say it like it is, and when you get pulled over and you try to explain yourself, that's cringe. Oh. You can only do that sometimes.
This guy's like me. You watch Stranger Things?
If you think the officer might have made a mistake, that's okay. You don't have to blow up or convince him that he's wrong.
Look, I didn't do anything wrong.
So, PragerU also does have crafting videos with this woman. So this one is talking about like the history of marching bands in America, and she makes a paper flute.
Oh, at least it's long.
Yeah, it's 10 minutes long.
Squish our cylinder a little bit to make a rectangle hole.
Here she makes the fipple. Check this out. You can hear what it sounds like. The fipple.
Is it working? If yours doesn't.
It's awesome. So that was just an introduction to the crafting. You know, this is the woman who does the crafts.
Nice little bit of apolitical craft.
Yeah.
Something fun. Hey, we all love America, huh? You were just talking about how you pretend to be a lib to get laid.
Just like Obama did.
Yeah.
So, would you like to look at this last craft at the bottom of this playlist?
Are they building? Wait.
Like the craft
at home?
The Craftery Iron Dome Defender at home.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh, this is why you can't do parody. This is so much funnier than... Like, if we tried to make a channel like this...
It wouldn't be nearly as funny.
We couldn't make a video where the joke was, what if we had to shoot them like dogs?
Yeah.
We could not make a video that was like... You ever seen Gaza and be like, meet my ass?
I want to do that at home.
I'm Jill, and today we're making a DIY rocket blaster to learn about one of the world's most amazing inventions that keeps people safe, Israel's Iron Dome.
This is so funny.
It's propaganda.
If I didn't know what PragerU was and you showed me this, I would honestly think it was a joke.
Yeah.
This is it's a fucking onion post.
Yeah, it really is.
This is a shit post.
So this is how Dennis Prager wants us to embrace our femininity.
Oh, thank God.
What does it mean to be feminine?
Does it mean having the perfect figure or acting like a fairy tale princess? Does it mean running around in high heels and sparkly dresses?
Being feminine isn't a costume. It's something to be proud of.
Not a costume.
This is deranged.
Number 1,
Madison.
don't get caught up in stereotypes. In today's age, it's a big question what a woman should look like, or what a woman even is for that matter.
The only people asking that question are weird right-wingers. The only people.
This is this channel, actually.
Yeah.
Primarily.
Yeah.
What's up with is it a girl or a boy?
And what does it mean?
Yeah, I'm not like other girls. I just find being girly so cliche.
But don't you think men are toxic?
Oh, yeah.
Then why are you trying to be like one?
Destroyed by facts and logic.
Yeah, that's basically another liberal destroyed.
You won them. They won. They won a feeling.
See, if you ever said that to someone, they would do exactly that, and they wouldn't have anything else to say.
Yeah, what they would say is, huh? So they would take their AirPods out. They're like, sorry, what are you talking
What?
about? And they're like,
If you think men are toxic, why are you trying to act like one?
what are you doing here, man? Do you go to this school, Dennis?
Fuck.
Dennis,
Dennis
30
is-
feet or more, you know the rule.
Hey! And you rip
Hey.
off the girl's head, and it's Dennis. Hey!
Hey! Get the hell out of here, man. It's a black woman, but his hands are white.
Most gender stereotypes exist because they reflect the way that men and women are naturally different. And those differences aren't bad. Men and women complement each other and create a well-balanced family and community. So don't let anyone tell you it's bad to fit stereotypes.
It's not bad to be a stereotype. It's good, actually.
Cool. It's right. Why do they exist?
Don't be different.
Remember the kid at your school that like you for some reason intuitively are afraid of? It's because it's right to be feeling it. Also, we gotta set a countdown timer. Well, how far are we to 1 minute?
1:10.
1 minute till appeal to nature.
Yeah.
It is always, you can hear it in the distance.
Yeah, it's like running up.
Oh, pink. How original. If you want to wear pink, wear pink. If you want to dress up in a girly dress, do it. Make yourself pretty. Master the art of makeup. Practice good hygiene.
Really weird that the first steps are just like be pretty.
Just grooming immediately. Not unlike this channel. That just person doesn't exist, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We live in what would be the heart of that if it existed at all.
And it doesn't.
It just doesn't. People aren't that, like, engaged.
Then no one's gonna look at your hat and be like, "Pink? How original."
No one likes you, man. No one's like talking to you at a coffee shop.
No.
It reeks of daffodil.
Hey, would you like to be in a divisively cruel and transphobic series that we're making? Yes, and I'll do a voice that's bad. What's this outfit?
I don't know what this outfit is.
One, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's really cool. It actually makes me relate a fucking ton to this.
I actually like it.
They did do a good choice as far as trad wife dress goes. That is like,
yep.
Of course they know how to do that.
This girl's easy because all you need to do to dress like a trad wife is go to the thrift store, buy grandma's muumuu, and throw it on.
Embrace the idea of being a wife or a mother, and allow yourself to stay at home to raise your children. If it's the right choice for you and your family, it's a wonderful opportunity. On the other hand, don't feel guilty if pursuing a career is the right choice for your family.
You know, if you want to be a wife or mother and be a hero, then you can like fucking do that. Like that would be so cool and like neat and or do something else. And the other thing about it, like, they juked it. They juked the idea of non-traditional values. But then also when someone was like, I don't like that path. I don't want to do that. They're like, yeah, they're mean. That's so mean when they
Idiot.
said that. Don't you think men are trash?
Why are you trying to act like one?
Those little sketches are those are Dennis's shower arguments. Like, yeah, and then I would say, don't you think men are trash?
Yeah.
He said. Yes.
Instant win for Dennis.
He's just us jacking off.
People don't understand. You don't have to shrivel up in shame or get angry.
So what are you majoring in?
Home ec.
Home ec? Isn't that what girls from 1950 sitcoms do? Come on, girl, you do better than that.
There's always going to be people like
Yeah,
this.
that's one college-going writer right there.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Home economics is not a major.
That's what I would say.
You can't do
I'd be
yeah.
like, huh? Sorry?
That's not real.
Okay, cool.
That's a class in high school.
Also, I would just be like, okay, then.
Yeah.
I don't, and not
Weird.
as some kind of like, hey, you know, people in college are all actually very, you know, socially considerate. That's why. No, just they don't care.
No one cares that much.
They don't want to debate you about stuff.
No.
Because they don't worry that you might be right.
No.
Your fear is that they might be right and you've wasted all this time.
Being a right winger.
So you need to, you know, sketch out fan fiction about you. Like, if I was then I would say, I would pwn them by saying, if you, if you love feminism so much, how come you're a guy? So, hey, come on, please.
Come on, can we come back?
Also, you have to kiss me because I followed the rules.
Number 2, be positive. One of the most beautiful things God has created is a woman's smile. It can fill a room with energy.
Boys, dudes rock.
That's right. The most beautiful thing God ever created.
Okay, now name the worst one. What's the worst kind that he made?
How is the second tip gonna be smile more?
Looks like this guy's gonna sell me an NFT that's his own penis.
It can fill a room with energy and joy. Just try smiling and see how it affects the people around you. Don't be a crusty old man. There's nothing feminine about that.
You ever one of those dreams where you're like trying to run, but like the carpet is Scooby-Dooing?
Yeah.
You know, you like can't move. You're just like stuck or like in molasses or something. That's what the ideology of this video feels like. Or it's just like, hey, fuck tradition. Make sure to follow the rules, but never in accordance with what they tell you to do.
Never grabs on to an idea. It's just
what do I believe? Even trad is unclear.
Yeah.
I don't really know what they...
Because
there's actually one.
They're not committing to the like trad ideas. They're saying like it's okay to not be trad, but not really.
What is a dog whistle when they can't hear it? But you want them to.
These videos are like if a dog tried to make a PragerU video.
Yeah, slamming its paws in Premiere. They cut like that, dude.
Adam Sandler, what are you doing here?
Learn how to engage with others and bring joy to people around you. Be positive.
It's not at all what I expect.
Hold on. Is that supposed to be the male analog? Is that what they're doing? They're like, a guy that looks like a guy.
Well, he's saying that's...
fucking Jack and Jill.
He's saying that's what happens when you don't smile enough.
They think you're Adam Sandler.
The guy that doesn't smile.
He's so old. Dennis Prager is so old. He doesn't know anyone.
No, he doesn't.
Live and look for the beauty in life. Appreciate creativity and aesthetics. Embrace your artistic side and the joy of making things beautiful. Make your house a home. And along the way, stay grateful and encouraging.
Embrace your artistic side. You know, the thing that's quiet. The hobby that where you don't say anything.
Make your house into a home.
For him. For anyone. For you.
For your family.
Whatever. That you can choose not to have if you're a bad person. If you're scum, no need.
Well, you could choose not to have a family if that's just the right choice for you.
Which it isn't.
Yeah.
You're weird, you're scary to me, and I'll do something about it.
And others. If you want to be respected, you first have to respect yourself and the people around you. This starts by realizing that the most important thing in life is not how pretty you look or how much makeup you put on.
That's all of step 1.
The first tip was clean yourself and master makeup.
What do you want from me, man?
What? That's like your gaslight.
Trad or otherwise. Like, what the fuck do you want?
I don't know.
Understand your worth and don't settle for less than you deserve.
What does that have to do with being feminine?
What's the guy want?
You want to watch it?
What comes to mind when you think of the word masculinity? Do you think of this?
I can feel the testosterone
This is funny.
running through my veins.
Or this?
So is that what you think of when you think of masculinity?
I think of a like extremely mid skit.
Yeah.
I think of a
With
very
no joke.
weak sketch.
Yeah.
That is like kind of it's the outline of a sketch that a child would think of if it was some weird kid that dreamed about being on SNL.
It is not about having the biggest muscles or the best mustache. And despite what some confused people think, masculinity is not toxic.
Due to a shortage of beef jerky and TV dinners, we are on the verge of an economic collapse. And it's all due to toxic masculinity. Story 11.
It's a very funny photo. That is a very funny
I didn't know what that even was.
Toxic.
Every sketch is just buzzwords and like buzz feelings that conservatives feel.
It highlights that they don't get what they are talking about.
No,
That's
because they don't. There's no material example.
I don't think I've ever talked about toxic masculinity and my implication bid the snacks that we have.
No, it's not really about that.
But they don't know what it is.
No.
So they're like, yeah, fucking hanging out with the boys. Is it legal now? Okay. Okay.
isn't something to be ashamed of. So embrace your masculinity.
It took masculinity to defeat Nazi Germany in World War II. It took masculinity to mine coal and keep America's homes warm.
That's masculine.
Insane.
Remember how the women was?
Yeah, it took femininity to hang out and fucking be around.
Number 1, be independent, financially and mentally. Every teenage boy has a vision of being independent, and it usually looks something like this.
What's the sketch?
Oh man, the teenage boy in a convertible with a babe, maybe a beer.
What? That's a good pitch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with a pop culture reference, but one that's just so like kind of flaccid, non-specific. Like I'm armed. Oh wait, is it gonna be the same guy, the chainsaw guy that we just saw?
Might just be the chainsaw guy.
Might be him. Like, because they shot it in 1 hour, right?
Yeah,
All these sketches for both videos.
I'm sick of people telling me what to do. I'm sick of the lectures. I'm sick of the rules. And I'm sick of this house.
Obviously, the desire to be independent.
It was worse than both.
It was worse than anything I could have ever imagined.
They were too naturally funny. That's the issue.
I don't even know if it has anything to do with being funny. It's just like having an idea.
Well, no, we're just two naturally real human beings.
Yeah, not AI.
As opposed to like a child drawing of a person that Dennis's entire staff is. Imagine applying to and then accepting a job at PragerU.
How do you even get this job other than being like some like congressman's nephew?
Getting stuck. Just like walking onto set, your little X on the ground is covered in sticky glue. You get your feet stuck, and they're like, say some asinine bullshit for 2 hours, and we'll retrofit it to a video about how trans people are too tall. Whatever. You're not allowed to swim.
Embrace your masculinity.
It's whatever, but it is specifically this.
But you have to have it.
If
to have
you
a
want.
country.
A strong country.
Real masculinity is about becoming independent in a healthy way. It means becoming a strong person who's able to think for yourself and take responsibility for your life.
Unlike a woman. That's masculinity.
Yeah.
What's the opposite? Being submit. I mean, this is appeal to nature. I'm not saying it out loud, but
right, but it is.
We were the hunters and they were the gatherers.
It's also still more vibes because it's like be independent. Fuck does that mean? Listen to me about how independent and free thinking you need to be. And also, Dennis Prager is not an independent man. That guy is funded by like a lot of fossil fuel interests.
Dude, he's not independent. He can't walk under his own power.
Yeah.
He's dependent on like 4 interns that he's shoved in his ass to serve as legs or whatever the fuck.
They carry him around on a big throne.
Yeah. They carry him around on a stretcher so that when he has his daily heart attacks, they can take him straight to the EMTs.
They've gotten really good at reviving him.
God, they should just put him down. Can this be in the edit? Yeah. We should euthanize Dennis Prager.
Don't sit around and waste your mind with endless video games and social media. Develop yourself as a person and never stop growing.
Hey.
You saying it's not masculine to play video games? I'll have you know.
All of a sudden, I'm a girl for having 480 hours in Slay the Spire, which I mostly place out in the toilet.
I have played every FromSoft game. I am masculine.
What's more masculine than defeating a big dragon?
Yeah, what's more masculine than the Owl Father boss fight from Sekiro?
Yeah.
That one is hard.
Yeah, if you're a real man, you'd recognize that his moveset is reflective of yours.
Learn how to have a healthy relationship with your authorities. This means being respectful, but still willing to share your own ideas and stand up for yourself when needed.
Well, it looks like I'm gonna need you to work Sundays from here on out.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't work Sundays because we agreed to that when I took the job.
Aha.
What's the joke?
So if your boss asks you to work Sundays, you have to be masculine and stand up for yourself and tell him that you don't want to work Sundays, but don't do it with a union.
My favorite thing about Dennis Prager is that he would never, ever tolerate the Monopoly Man. Ew, the Monopoly Man. I would never be paid by a private organization to espouse certain views.
He would definitely not do that.
Get away from me. That's against the rules.
Dennis Prager is only talking about these things because he loves them.
He loves rules. He loves being a cool guy.
He
It's
loves
so
the
funny to
police.
imagine Dennis Prager like investigating his own masculinity.
Masculinity is when your wife doesn't want to have sex with you, and you think that she should anyway.
Oh, I'm a man. I'm gonna write about it.
2 parts.
A real man blogs.
Number 2, be strong. Deep
Yeah,
down, every
we
man
do it.
wants to be strong. And it can go too far. But the desire to be strong is a good thing. Sometimes life requires you to be strong, whether it's protecting your loved ones or moving a couch. Having strength when you need it is satisfying and
Wait.
don't let it go.
Wait, is it physical or then isn't it then?
It's not, but it is.
It is moving a couch, but it doesn't matter if you can or can't, but you should and have to.
And you shouldn't have to, yeah. These videos give off the same vibe as when Steven Crowder got, like, that video of his got leaked when he's, like, abusing his wife.
Oh, it's like Nest Cam.
Yeah, and he's like,
You gotta drive my dogs to the school or whatever.
you gotta take my dogs to school. And he says some shit like, this is, like, what a wife does. Like, you need to be doing your wifely duties.
But also, all this gender stuff.
All this gender stuff. My 8 months pregnant wife needs to take my dogs to school and feed them like their baby killing poison or whatever that he wanted her to do.
The medicine so the dogs like it.
Put on some gloves.
I was like,
that'll protect the baby.
But also I'm a man.
Yeah, but also I'm masculine.
I'm a big strong man, but I'm so eepy.
Being too eager to get into a fight makes you look like an idiot. So don't.
I don't like the way you just looked at me. Yeah, let's go, little man. You wanna fight? Yeah. You wanna fight? Yeah.
It's like a video game. Even though playing video games is feminine.
And I haven't done it.
And I've never done it.
Don't worry about it. I don't even know what this is that I edited in. I don't even know what was happening then. God damn. There's gotta be one funny one.
I don't
like one
think so.
funny guy.
No. Because here's the thing. I don't think any of these guys, like, they're writing this stuff, and I do think that some of them have to believe it, but, like, there's just this degree of, like, apathy that you can see that reeks through this whole channel.
And that's the core of this ideology, right?
Yeah,
Is
no one
I don't want
cares.
to feel not good.
Yeah. I mean, even the things they're saying, they're so, like, shallow. Having strength is good to move a couch. Okay, man.
But you don't have to have it.
And women can't do that either. They don't know how.
They should have made 2 videos. Because that only brings into question the, like, when they say, like, men should be happy.
And women should smile.
Nothing is more beautiful than a woman's smile.
Manual labor, self-defense, or saving the damsel in distress.
That's my purse! I don't know you!
Enough sketches.
I'll save you.
I don't think you should be encouraging kids to, like, intervene in a robbery. No, that's a bad idea. Don't do that.
These references are so old.
Yeah, that is a really old reference.
Street Fighter 2 reference.
Yeah. Bruce Lee movie reference.
Yeah, classic Hong Kong cinema reference. What the fuck was that supposed to be? Rumble in the Bronx? What are they even referencing?
Oh no.
Because no child has seen them. We're the youngest people to have ever watched this video.
Yeah.
Having this guy as a hero.
Stop speeding, everybody.
Stop.
Speeding.
Will lead to a very different place than this guy.
Our ancestors made a fair deal with these natives, and they said, you know what? In exchange for your peaceful pipes and your land, we'll give you smallpox.
You know how kids either want to grow up and be a policeman or Jimmy Kimmel? You know, kids. How they love Jimmy Kimmel.
The first example they used was still, like, some boring traffic cop, like...
I thought that was the shitty one.
Yeah, I thought that was the shitty one.
I thought they were doing, like, some soy police officer, and then it was going to cut to, like, Clint Eastwood police officer.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope.
The 2 worst guys.
Your heroes should be a traffic cop.
Fuck me. Do they think kids love late night?
Yeah.
I think if you asked a kid which their favorite late night show is, they would run away.
The woke show. They left the watermark in for a few frames.
Oh, that's so embarrassing.
Wow.
They should have watched the video, I guess.
I don't know if they wanted to.
Yeah, understandable.
One thing that good heroes have in common is that they don't walk away from challenges. They're confident and they overcome obstacles with determination and grit. They don't give up when things get tough and they don't let disappointment defeat them. These are all things we can learn from heroes.
You know, like a traffic cop. The cool, toughest thing you can be.
Or like my hero, Dennis Prager.
That'd be great if every sketch is him.
They should put him in more sketches.
Yeah, why is it even Prager? Because he's ghoulish. Because he's scared.
Yeah, he would scare the kids.
He
Yeah.
would- yeah.
That's why they had to make him a cartoon. Listen, Jordan, thank you for this adventure of watching PragerU Kids with
Are
me.
you kidding
What
me?
did you think of? Did you learn anything?
I just remembered a second ago that it included flag stuff.
Yeah, we
I
watched
like
the flag.
forgot about the flag.
And the Iron Dome craft.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, this stuff, the even the MLK bit, that was so traditional. Like, there's an aesthetic to propaganda that's
Yeah.
pretty digestible. Like, it's lying.
Yeah.
I get it. You're lying for the thing you like. I follow you. I can see donors wanting what you're saying. The Iron Dome one is it's interesting.
It's yeah.
I don't know who it's for. I very much doubt the IDF is signing up for Dennis's Patreon. But
Yeah, I don't. Maybe.
That rocks. I mean, I like it. I genuinely did make me happy watching it. It also makes me happy that they're taking huge L's.
Oh yeah,
There's
every
the fucking
video.
money that goes in this channel.
So much money. They're hiring at least 7 people for like this video. Not worth it.
It's not long. Didn't get views. No. 51,000 subscribers is genuinely surprising to me.
Yeah.
Because I know the meme of PragerU. I've like seen, I know of them. And yet,
Nothing.
there's not even 100,000 joke subscribers. You know?
No.
What did you think of it?
I don't know.
'Cause you're
I
like
you know.
famously an idiot.
Hell.
Sorry.
I thought PragerU Kids was good. I think I learned a lot.
I was thinking about police officers. They're scared of dying. Be careful, because police are famously scared of being killed.
I am too. So
That might have been. What was your favorite? Because that might have been the cop one. Was
the cop
really
one,
good.
yeah, the cop one's really good. I think my favorite is the Iron Dome defense craft.
I can't believe it's real.
It's such an absurd and like kind of cruel idea.
So how?
Because the other ones are like paper flute.
Yeah, it's a huge leap.
There's like paper fighter jet airplane, which is a little on the nose, but then there's just straight up like paper disappearing Pentagon funds.
We re-engineered a Tickle Me Elmo to release sarin gas. All right, respect Dennis as always.
As always, peace to Dennis Prager.
Come through, man.
Come
Don't
on.
bully him. Don't tweet at the PragerU account
Don't.
that like illustration of which chipmunk's getting the best head.
Don't do that.
Tweet that at him. He's trying to sleep
Don't-
with not his wife.
Don't do that, and don't insist that it is Simon.
Don't get pissed when someone replies, "Why did you post this?" Say, "'Cause it's Simon."
Because it's Simon, clearly.
Don't follow up
Don't
with
do
him over DM. Don't reach out to the question submission email address with the same meme. Don't do it. Also, give him our best, obviously.
Yeah, send my love to Dennis. Thank you all so much for watching. Jordan, where can people find you?
Sad Boys mainly.
Okay.
Podcasts. It's covering up your silver play button.
Oh,
You
my
don't have
play
any
button.
subs anymore, brother.
No, now it's
Instead,
just
you
the
have the Sad
podcast.
Boys podcast. 2 episodes every week. 1 on the Patreon. Don't gotta pay for it. Patreon ones are good though. Oops. Lock me up.
Bye.
Later.